welcome to the Average Joe podcast. I'm your host here, Joe, and today we're talking the BBL epidemic because it's madness out here, you guys. Y'all saw how many girls were coming off the stroller from the DR, you know, fresh off the surgery table, booty on, like extra hard, gotta go to the massage table, massage all that out. What's going on, ladies? And like, I'm built one of those people who could get a BBL or like who needs one. Oh God, I'm so happy I can be honest with myself. Okay, but I'm just taking my ass to the gym. I'm just gonna go to the gym and we're just gonna get it as right as it could be. Because I don't know if I'm built for it. Like, I think I might be built for the mommy makeover, like after I have my kids, but like I'm not planning on having kids for like a little bit of a while. You know, because I think it starts I think it stems from a lot of real insecurity issues, and then nobody gets them done right anymore. Like, can we all agree that everybody out here looks crazy? Like, there's only a few people who got their bodies done that look good. Like, Drea might be the only one. Like, who else? India Love, but she just got hers done recently. Hers don't look too crazy. Like, but then she was built fine before. So it was like, okay, why? But like, okay, you see how the rest of these girls look like, you guys. Like, I'm all set. I can't. I'm gonna wait about another 5 years or so. They gotta perfect it. Or like the standard of beauty obviously needs to change to something else, because I can't walk around with those thighs and that ass. First of all, it just draws too much attention that I like attention, but like I like it for being fun and being pretty, or being, you know, telling good jokes, or, you know, being high spirited. I'm grateful that I grew up with big boobs. My big boobs kind of get overlooked than like a girl with a big ass. You know, especially, you know, an ugly girl with a fat ass, like, they checking for you. But if you an ugly girl with big titties, they went. You wasn't really on their radar. And so, like, I coasted through cool, and I'm honestly a little bit okay with that, because it would have been too much. I would have, like, what are you looking for? All you want is my booty. My booty. And, like, you don't want anything more. And a lot of them, all they do want is the booty. And like, once they got it, they get it. They're like, I'm out, thanks. Like, this was fun. You know, I enjoy. We was cool. Like, you know, we hit right. You know, and that's it. And then I am perplexed a little at like why they just don't go get like a size or two under. Because I just don't understand why it has to be so exaggerated. And then now you see, I think it was Dream Doll. She's going to get it reduced. Dang, I hope I'm right. I don't feel like double checking. But one of them is out here getting it reduced. I think it is because it's like, you look crazy. Like, you women were like this small and then went and got like this much ass. Like, why? Like, why'd you go get an ass of a BBW? Like, that's a little confusing. And then their thighs are just so small, their feet are so small. They just look, ladies, oh God, help us in this standard of beauty, because it's a madhouse out here. And like, again, I'm not knocking anybody who gets it done, because I understand, like, you know, confidence is what you're gonna do, or maybe you're a stripper and it's gonna like get you some more money, or maybe you're on OnlyFans and, you know, all of that. And OnlyFans is coming to an end, because like, you see all these things, all these fads and all these things all come to an end, because you can't build the business and everything so much on beauty, because beauty kind of fades and goes away. And you can't build it on your looks and your sexuality, because look, all that gets old very quickly. Or you start having to really get out of your comfort zone and do things that you wouldn't necessarily, you know, do or are comfortable with, but because you're already like knee deep, like you might as well just sink. And I hate that so many like young women are just like young, older, or whoever, like just women in general, honestly, feel the need to like get it and think that that's what's gonna get them like a man, or that's what's gonna get them to feel more confident, or that's what's gonna get them in the like right path. Because like I'll tell you now, like, well, I'm not the one to tell you. The men will tell you, because they'll be like, yeah, like it's all good for the fun and games, but like, do we take this home? Do we really like make wives out of this? Do we, you know, make stable long-term girlfriends out of this? Like, you know, what happens when my daughter comes out and doesn't look like that? Like, just, you know, and also just like, you know, it is a little bit of a false reality. Like, we don't like, you don't look like yourself. Like, who are you? And, you know, I hate, you tell women to invest in themselves and invest in their femininity, but you don't want to invest so much that you just become vain, or, you know, or it consumes you and it takes over you. Because like, once you get the BBL, it doesn't stop there. Like, if you were running from the gym before, you're gonna have to run to the gym. Like, it doesn't just stop because you got the BBL. You'll never gain weight. Like, you still eat. You're still gonna gain weight. So you have to work out. You have to maintain it, or you're just gonna find yourself back on the surgery table every 2 years or every oh so often. And like that kind of cycle, and that kind of like cycle on your mental, and that kind of like physical toll on your body cannot be healthy, and financially cannot be, you know, sound. So I'm just like saddened at how many women, like, you know, are just like, they feel the need to do it, and also into such an excess. Like, that's honestly really my issue. It's just like, it's just done into such an excess, and it's done into something that's not realistic, and something that's not attainable, no matter, you know, even when you go out the surgery, like it's only like, if you don't maintain, like it's only a matter of time before it goes away. And then get it to be more realistic, ladies. Come on. You look like cartoon characters. Like, they really do look like the insects off of like Ants and Bugs Life. Like, they really do look like that. And I'm like saddened. And then I also, Sly, want to bring in the fact that like, you hear OnlyFans is going away, and oh, that's been a moneymaker. It's been, you know, a moneymaker for so many women out there. And get up, we don't knock hustles out here, but you hope that people get in and get out when, you know, and we're able to strike when the iron was hot, save their money, invest their money, do something, and try to get out of that. Because it was so sad when you went back and you watched YouTube videos on like the OnlyFans girls, and they had this mentality that it would be forever. And it's like, how can sex be, you know, how can your sex sell forever? You've seen it in porn stars, like they fade away, or do you really want to be that male porn star just out here, you know, or do you really want to be that, like, or is there some kind of long-term goal for you, or is your long, you know, like, is there some kind of game plan? So I'm saddened to hear that OnlyFans is coming to an end, but very kind of glad, because I'm just like, you know, I hope all the women that have benefited off of it, I hope that you're taking your, like, you know, that you don't just necessarily look for another outlet to do that. I hope you've taken the money and invested for yourself and in yourself, so that you can explore other opportunities and get, you know, and networked on there. Like, OnlyFans, like, there was a lot of networking that should have been done on there that I hope was done on there. You know, even the guys that were sponsoring you or paying you, you know, maybe go find what, like, maybe that was your high value husband, because there's a lot, you know, a lot of guys still in there spending some real money. So I hope that's a cautionary tale to ladies, younger ladies out there, that yeah, sex sells, but then sex doesn't sell. And if you only have sex to sell, that gets old pretty quick. Like, you know, you definitely want to have more than that. It's honestly even sad that you have to tell people that, like, girl, you didn't know that? You didn't know better? Like, come on now. Like, it was, you know, and also, like, even respect to OnlyFans for wanting to grow and evolve, because you can't, you know, sponsor or be around that forever. Like, you know, there's a lot more, you know, opportunities out there for growth. There's a, you know, a lot of business people that can't be associated with that even though they might be associated with it on the back end, but publicly they, you know, obviously cannot. They have to maintain an image. But it's, you know, obviously for the growth of OnlyFans, they saw that it obviously kind of maybe, you know, hit its revenue cap, or was going to hit its revenue cap very soon. So they needed to expand and explore other, you know, avenues and venues for you know, monetary benefits. So I hope you OnlyFans girls, you know, that 10K a month, 50K a month, or 100K or whatever y'all's making, I hope yeah, got that in the bank. And you didn't buy it all on Louis Vuitton bags and hair, makeup, nights out, Gucci shoes and all that. I hope it went to something more viable and something that has a, you know, a return on an investment. You know, you can, you know, make some money over there, be invested in a little bit of real estate. And then you kind of know that they don't, because when you watch like some like podcast episodes where the OnlyFans girls go on there, you can kind of hear the ditziness. So you know where that money went. But I hope you know, starting now, so you start saving and start doing the right thing, okay? But today's episode, again, for all the girls out there getting those BBLs, okay? Not knocking the hustle out here. Get it if it makes you feel more confident. I hope it's for you, and you get everything that you want out of it. And for the ladies on OnlyFans, all good things must come to an end. Sorry. But thank you for tuning in. This is, you know, a cautionary tale to ladies out there. Investing in your looks is very important. Oh yes, you know, but to a certain extent, and to make sure you keep a certain class about yourself and a certain ambiance, and you carry yourself in a certain kind of way, because OnlyFans does come back to haunt you, you know, 20 and 30 years later. Like even Kim K, as a billionaire, like, first of all, she's a billionaire, so she has excuse, but even that sex tape still comes back to kind of haunt her. And you guys won't be billionaires, so, you know. So you know, you do have to explain to your kids, explain to your family, like, the things you were doing on there, because they do, you know, they weren't strictly to OnlyFans, you know, they got on Twitter, we saw it, arrow. But, again, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe. I will be dropping content more frequently, okay? So stay tuned in for the next episode.